Greetings, Team DPS. I'm your proud superintendent back again. Yes, we're back. We've been renewed, upgraded, and all. So excited to be back for another edition of the Marrero Moment. Today, we're focusing on an essential part of our district and how it operates each and every day, our financial management and long-term fiscal stability. And joining us is a repeat guest, our Chief of Finance, Mr. Chuck Carpenter. Welcome back. What do you think about the new digs?
Well, look, I'm glad to be back for a second time. You know, it's great to be here with you and to talk about this with our community.
So we were renewed. Big contract, bigger audience. Just know a lot of folks are going to see this,
right.
Just like the other one, but a lot more now. And don't ask about these upgrades, please, because I figured it out.
I won't ask.
For those who do not know or miss the first episode, please do see the episode in where we engage in incredible conversation that was timely then. But let's educate the masses, those new viewers that we have. So for our families and staff who may not see finance each and every day in their daily lives or be familiar with the world of finance, how would you describe what you do for a school district? And if I can pose it differently, how would you describe your role and responsibilities?
Well, thank you, Dr. Marrero. It's great to be back here with you. I think, for DPS, we're a really big company, and we have a lot of the same functions that a lot of big companies do. So we have a budget team, we have an accounting team, payroll, we do accounts payable and purchasing. And then I think one part of DPS finance that is not typical is our enrollment and campus planning team, how we get students choiced into our system. That's all a part of finance in DPS.
All right, you made it seem so simple. I know It's a lot more challenging than that. Let me highlight some of our achievements, right? Because your achievements are my achievements, and it's the district achievements. So DPS, if you didn't know, is one of the few districts in the nation with a AAA rating. AAA. I know sometimes folks think this means Atlanta, but for us it means, do this for me.
What is
just
this?
one.
Okay.
Because it's AAA. AAA.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that rating means and how directly it benefits our students, our scholars?
So I think, for most people, for them to understand this simply is, if you want to go out and get a mortgage or if you want to get a credit card, you have to get a personal credit rating. And what this means for DPS is that we have the highest possible credit rating for an organization. And there are basically 3 rating agencies that put these credit ratings out, and they look at DPS's finances. They look at your budget, they look at how much debt we have, they look at our ability to basically pay back any loan that we take, and they say DPS has got the best credit rating you can possibly have at AAA.
That's incredible. Just so you know, I did not use any loan for these upgrades.
That's good.
It was just effective budgeting. School finance is impacted by a variety of external forces, such as national economic trends, legislative shifts, enrollment patterns. So Chuck, what outside economic or policy factors have the biggest impact on our finances here at DPS, and how are we working proactively to navigate those challenges?
Well, this is a major priority for us. I think, at the simplest level, DPS has a lot of students who come to school, and then we offer school programming for them. So students come in, we are funded for those students, and we spend the money on the things that people see when they walk into a school. You spend it on the teachers in the classrooms, the school leaders, all the support staff. I think to go a layer deeper, DPS offers a tremendous amount of services. We're also running kitchens, we're also running a bus service, we're also running facilities. And so, things that affect those kinds of services, cost of food, cost of gasoline, keeping your buildings clean, all of those things have impacts on our budgets.
A lot more than just a schoolhouse.
That's right, not just a single schoolhouse.
Yeah. So folks forget sometimes that we are the largest employer around these parts.
That's right.
Fiscal responsibility is a major priority for our district, as you know. What steps have we taken to remain financially responsible while still making key investments in student learning and in school support?
Well, I think being fiscally responsible has so many facets to it, but I think it's not just about keeping your costs down. I think it's about providing the kind of services that people want to have, and that brings them into your building. And that's how we get our revenue. So I think there's multiple sides to this. We have to have a great product that people want to be a part of. There is a sort of an eating your vegetables kind of part of this. Like, you have to make sure you have a balanced budget. You have to make sure that when you want to make big investments, you have the resources to do those things. So we're going to make a big new investment, new program. We have to make sure that we have the funding to do it and that we have lined those resources up. That's what I mean by the sort of eating your vegetables thing. But it doesn't mean just being cheap on everything. It's putting the program out there that people want to be in.
Thank you for that. So I mentioned our budget, $1.5+ billion. So you oversee one of the largest public budgets here in the state of Colorado. What is something people might be surprised to learn about how the district finances really work?
Well, I'm certainly really proud to be here at DPS and work with you and all of our communities.
It's a lot of vegetables.
It is a lot of,
that's
right, a lot of vegetables to be eaten. But I think what might people be surprised about, we don't just push out budgets and sort of hand them down. I think we have a really big city, over 200 schools, and I think what people might be surprised about is that the fingerprints that go into our budget are really just a collection of all of these different schools across the city, school leaders, instructional leadership teams, CSCs, meaning collaborative school committees, meaning principals work with families in their school, and they put their budgets together and they make individual choices at their schools, like, do we need another social worker? Do we want a community liaison? And those decisions are multiplied literally hundreds of times over our city. And those fingerprints are all over the budget, and our team certainly compiles all that, puts it together, puts it in a nice document with nice charts. But this is really a collaborative effort across the whole city. I don't think people understand how much work is done by the real schools in the community to put this budget together.
Intense labyrinth of how we engage.
Yes.
And I love what you mentioned, because as a former principal who had his autonomy, I know how important that was to me. And we work in collaboration with some oversight.
That's right.
So I have a tough one for you now, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's going to be my final question.
Okay.
As you look at the district's financial outlook, and I'm not the only one who would like to hear the response to this, what stands out as our greatest strength? What gives you confidence moving ahead, considering how grim and dire the situation has been painted for us?
Well, I do have a lot of confidence going forward, but I don't want to understate the challenges. There are real challenges out there. There are fewer kids being born. There are fewer kids coming to our system. The federal government has supported us for many years, upwards of 40 or 50 years. We could always count on that. Some of those budgets are likely to be cut. So I think the challenges are real. We shouldn't understate the challenges. Those are real, and there could be vegetables to eat on that. But the truth is that I am very confident. Yeah, I actually am confident. But what gives me confidence is that the city of Denver and the voters have always shown up for Denver kids. Like, they've always shown up. The city supports, Denver kids. And then, not everybody knows that I'm a parent in the system, and I go into the schools, and we are providing excellent programming. And people want to be in our schools. People that don't live in Denver want to come into our schools, and we have excellent teachers. And so, we have great programming, and that means people will want to be here, and that means we'll be getting revenue. And so, to me, I just think we have a great product, and that's what gives me confidence. The great product we have, the great people we have working here, and the fact that Denver voters just consistently show up for kids in Denver.
Well, thank you for saying it so boldly. I have a question. Do you have a solution for some of those? Like, what would be the solution for the low birth rates that we have?
I have 3 kids. I don't have any other solutions.
You're contributing.
I'm
all right.
helping.
Well, thank you
I'm
very
more
much.
than the average.
And all 3 will be part of DPS.
That's
I
right.
have 2. Together we have 5. So let's see if we can shift that trend. I want to thank you, for coming back to this incredible
upgraded
podcast. This is upgraded. Don't ask how.
Okay.
We spoke about the brilliance that's happening in our schools.
Yes.
We spoke about the promise. We spoke about vegetables.
Yes.
We spoke about birth rates.
That's right.
And we spoke about AAA. Show me the 2 A's.
AAA, 2 A's for me.
And then so I want to thank you for being, and I say this often, we have not only a blue chip finance team. We have the best CFO in the state, I want to say, in this region. And I can't disrespect my folks out east because
That's right.
I haven't spoken to them yet. About
West of the
this.
Mississippi. Right.
West of the Mississippi. How's that?
That's perfect.
But Team DPS, welcome back to the Marrero Moment. I'm so excited to continue this endeavor with all of you. Please tell us how we can make it better, but you can subscribe to all DPS content, including the Marrero Moment, by searching for the Denver Public Schools Podcast. We'll see you next time.